This is the iPhone 15 Pro phone case by Peak Design, and this is all of the accessories that Peak Design now do for their phone case and for mobile phones in general. So first let's get into unbox the everyday case here, and this is the little box that it comes in. So I believe this colour is called Redwood, and we've got the Sun case, which I've already unboxed here as well. And this is the case itself. This is a really nice colour, this Redwood colour. So you can obviously see on the back there, this is the attachment point. So some of the Peak Design accessories use this kind of square attachment point where it sort of links in mechanically, but some of them just attach magnetically. And then on the front here, you can see the little MagSafe ring here. So I've got a little pop socket here, and you see if I attach the pop socket there, it just attaches right on. And actually, it kind of feels a bit more secure than actual MagSafe. We'll get into the wallet in a minute, but I'd say that the MagSafe section actually feels more secure than attaching like one of the actual Peak Design magnet accessories to it. So the volume keys have actual physical buttons, but they've left out a little gap for the action button. So it can be a little bit difficult to press because you've sort of got to sink your finger in there to press that action button. Now, this is just because obviously Apple are quite secretive. Peak Design had to design their case not knowing whether there's going to be an action button or not, and they decided to take a gamble on there not being an action button, or just having the cutout just in case there is an action button to press it. But essentially what's happened is it's become a little bit harder to press the action button. So essentially, if you've got one of the cases with the cutout for the action button, then you've got three choices. The first choice is to keep the case as it is, and you get a $40 Peak Design credit. I'm not sure how this translates to pounds or euros, but you can choose to keep the case as it is, and they'll actually give you some credit. Basically, obviously, their customer service is really good at Peak Design, and they want to keep you happy, and they know this isn't the best product they've done, so they're offering to give you $40 credit if you keep the phone case as it is. Otherwise, they're offering a action button cutout sort of replacement. So I guess it'll be something that goes inside the little cutout to update the phone case in a way. So they're going to start shipping them pretty soon, but I've not actually seen them yet. And the other option is just basically ship it back and get another one, because they're actually going to start designing them with the action button on the case itself. And by the way, Peak Design are actually having a massive Black Friday sale at the moment. The bags and the tripods and everything like that are in it. The 15 Pro case is unfortunately not in the sale, but the 14 Pro case and some of the older cases are. So go check that out using the link in the description. So the final thing I want to touch on with the case is just the feel of it. Like it's definitely a more fabric-y feel. When you buy a case, it's obviously like sometimes it's hard back, or sometimes it's like that really soft like silicone sort of feel. This has a really like fabric. It's really nice to the touch. I'm not sure how well that's going to wear, to be honest, but I know that it looks really nice in person, and it feels good too to hold the phone. Obviously the new iPhone 15 Pro, lighter, rounder, and having this case on it really does just sort of solidify that as well. And here's the two colours next to each other for reference. So we've got Sun here, and we've got the Redwood one here. My personal preference is Sun. They also do a black one as well, which I haven't received yet, presumably because of the action button problem there. Okay, moving on to the stand wallet then. So let's open the stand wallet now. So first impressions then, it's got a bit of weight to it, and of course that's because it's a stand as well. So you can sort of unfold it like that, and then you've got the wallet section there. So let's get into the stand section. Let's attach it to the phone. So attach it to the phone just by magnets, and this one doesn't attach to the little sort of mechanical point there. It just attaches by magnets, and that's not so good, and we'll get into why that is in a second. But you'll see that if I sort of unfold it here, you have a stand for your phone inside the wallet, which is quite nice. But the issue is, if I go to pull this stand out, it's not going to do it now, is it? But sometimes when you go to pull the stand out, it essentially comes away from the phone like that. So you go to pull the stand out, and it's not, sometimes it just comes away from the phone. And that's why I think it should probably attach by the little mechanical point as well. So the idea is you just pull that, and all of your cards come up. Now, again, to put them back in, you sort of have to do one of these, and the magnet's coming back off again. So every time you sort of go to pull your cards out, you have to do that, and the magnet's coming off. And that did get quite annoying after a while when I was trialing it with the green wallet, which I opened before. So yeah, overall it's quite a nice design, and I do like how it matches with the cases, but I'm not sure how much I would trust it given the magnets, but obviously your mileage might vary. So the green color in the wallet that I've got is actually one without the kickstand. So it's just the wallet itself, but it's the same kind of issues really, is that you attach it with a magnet. It looks good on there. It's really nice quality. The whole magnetic flap thing is Again, quite satisfying. So you go to take out your cards, which is good, and then you go to put your cards in. So with that said, let's get into something that actually does attach mechanically as well, and that is the universal bar mount. So essentially this is good for if you're sort of want to sort of commute, ride a bike to work or something like that, and you want to attach your phone to the bike. Equally, you can attach it to like a tripod, like the Peak Design tripod as well. Again, this is not something I've looked into a lot because I didn't think I would need it. So it'd be interesting to see how I end up using it in the coming weeks. But again, I think it's something that will really make the most of that Peak Design ecosystem. Whereas the last product, obviously, the wallet didn't quite make the most of it. It's just magnets. This actually makes the most of the little mechanical attachment point on the back. Okay, so I don't know whether I'm being silly, but it's just taken me a while to figure out how to wrap these around an actual bar itself. So essentially, you've got the little rubber bit that goes around the bar. So you just attach the hook just like that, and then you've got a little keeper hook here just to make sure it's a little bit of a safety precaution there, and you just attach the keeper hook into another one of the little holes, and it can be a little bit fiddly, but I guess once you've done it once, and now we're locked in there as well. So you see, obviously that's where your pole or your tripod will be there, and on the front here you have the little nibs that go into the back of the case. So you obviously want to be aiming for this bit here, and then we just attach just like that, and you'll hear a little bit of a click, and that's when it's fully in. And this is now not coming off. Like, it's not, this isn't just magnets, this is fully attached with little clips as well. So this is just not coming off. So this is a bit more safe than obviously like the magnets on the wallet or something like that. So there is a little bit of like magnetic force there as well, just to get it sort of attached like that. But if you want to take it off, all you got to do is hold one of these buttons and then just take it off like that. And so finishing off with something I'm really looking forward to is the mobile tripod. So pretty similar unboxing experience for all of them then, and this is the mobile stand here. I'm not sure whether this looks like it just attaches by magnets as well, and not necessarily the mechanical system we just had with the bar mount. Okay, so again, I've seen some videos of this online, but I'm seeing it for the first time right now in person. So not really sure how it works. We're just going to attach it to the phone and see what happens. So again, it attaches just by magnets. There's no mechanical attachment system, which is, again, like, they could have done it. They made the case with the mechanical attachment system. They could have just put it on there and made it just that little bit more secure. So I'm not really sure why they haven't done that. Essentially, I think it's just one of those where you've just got 3 legs and you can basically do what you want with them. So depending on what terrain you're balancing it on or where you're balancing it, there's plenty of different ways to do it. So obviously these 3 legs just fold at different, different angles there. So you can have it stood up like we just had earlier, and pointing in vertical, which is probably what it actually excels in really. But then you can also have it in a bit of a landscape mode as well. But then you've got to find a way to sort of balance the phone so it's facing upwards, if that makes sense. You don't want it obviously just facing the table because it's not actually going to record anything of you then. So again, that's that magnet coming off again. Definitely more suitable for using this in portrait, but you can see that it does work in landscape. I guess you just have to get the legs exactly right if you want to be using it to film yourself. So yeah, while I don't do a lot of iPhone filmmaking, I can see this being handy for when I'm just sort of out and about wanting to take a photo. Just slap it on, set the tripod up, and then you're good to go to take a photo of yourself. And that's what I think is going to be really handy for. So yeah, I really like this tripod. So yeah, this has been the Peak Design mobile ecosystem for the iPhone 15 Pro. I believe they also do these for Pixel and Samsung as well. So make sure to follow the link down below in the description to get their Black Friday deals if you're clicking this when the video comes out. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, then hit subscribe. And if you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.